Welcome to my channel All Tech Answers. Today I will show you how to debug a WordPress site locally using local by Flywheel. If you are not aware of the local, then you can visit their official website localwp.com and browse through different features. But as a short description, it is a software used to create WordPress site locally, and you can create WordPress site easily as a start, and then you can migrate that to the live environment. As we do similar local environment development for in XAMPP and WAMP, but in local many things are abstracted. It is much easier than XAMPP and WAMP. So if you start using it, you'll get addicted to local. And I would say it is a very good starting point for local development of WordPress, right? Or different site other than WordPress also, but more specifically for the WordPress. You can also debug and create plugins, themes. If you need more details on specifically on local software, then I can make a separate video. Please like and comment so that I'll make a different if you need. But for now, we'll talk about how we can debug WordPress site locally when we are doing some custom development in themes or plugins. Okay. So as a starting point, for debugging, you need two software in your local system, that is local, and second is the Visual Studio Code. I will be using Visual Studio Code as my code editor. It is up to you. You can use different code editor, but most popularly Visual Studio is widely used. I especially recommend Visual Studio Code, but it is based on your preferences. Okay. Yeah, so this is the local.com. You can download from here. If you need more details, I can definitely create a different video specifically how to download and install and then create different websites. Okay. Yeah, so this is my local instance running locally, where I have two different sites I have created. So I'll show you how to debug this particular site. Okay. So in the overview page of MS Movies local site, you can see the different site domains SSL. So if you go to if you scroll down, you can see Xdebug. So for debugging purpose, it need to be set to on. You need it to be set to on. Okay. So now, if you go to the folder of this particular directory by clicking here, so you'll find app. Inside app, you need to go to the public. If you go to the public, you will find a .vs code. You can see this because I have already done it, but when you do it for the first time, you will not be able to see, it will not be available. Okay. So what you need to do, I will just open the VS code from here. Okay. So once you open the Visual Studio Code, it will be directed to the public directory, which will be the root directory. Okay. Yeah, so I have tried it once, so I can see this launch.json file within .vs code folder, but usually it will not be get added. So how to add that? It is very straightforward. It is very easy. So here you need to go to the Xdebug plus VS Code and just click on add run configuration to VS Code. Once you click it, it automatically adds the configuration file for this local website in your VS Code. So that is what I have did, and after that it will get loaded here. Okay. But before do that, you need to make sure that you have Xdebug also installed as a extension in your Visual Studio Code. Okay. So, and also in local instance. So if you want to install it, what you can do, you can go to the extension add-ins. Here you can see there is a xdebug.vs code. Here you need to click it and install. I have already done it, so I can directly use it. Okay. So after doing that, you need to go to the debug. There will be three options, but as I am using 3.0, I can directly go ahead with this. Okay, so you need to run it. So now it is in the running mode. So in my local, if I go to the site, open site, okay, so as I have set a breakpoint within the theme, so it is hitting here. So you can do now debug as step debugging. You can do debugging and do the theme development or plugin development as per your wish. Okay, but one more thing here, we need to make sure that extension is installed, and sometimes this doesn't work after doing directly like this. You need to check whether all the details are set properly on or not. So for that, you can go there. If it still doesn't work, just go to the details of Xdebug, okay, and check whether the debugger is active or not. Okay, so you need to make sure that this debugger in step debugging is active. Yeah, so if you see your debugger is not active in Xdebug file, then you need to do some additional steps. So if it is active, then it should work in your system. If it is not active, then you need to go back to your local instance and go to the PHP version. If you click in this detail, it will open up a page where your PHP version will be displayed and along with other loaded configuration. So you need to change your php.ini file. So how to know the location? For that, you need to see this loaded configuration file. Okay, so in this you can check the path. Go to this path and open the php.ini file. So I have already opened it for the interest of time. So php.ini file will be looking like this. Okay, so in this there will be a section called Xdebug, and you need to make sure that Xdebug mode equals to debug or develop. If it is other than these two values, you need to modify those values to debug and develop. Okay, and then you can restart your local instance and try again. If still it doesn't work, you can specifically comment in my comment section what issues you are facing. I'll try to make a different video to handle such cases. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much.